guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you clicked on this video. This video is going to be a little bit different than the rest of my videos. This video probably isn't going to be in the best order because right now my life is really not in order, but we'll get more into that. So if you want to know what's going on with me and why I haven't been updating and why I haven't been posting, then keep on watching this video. So the reason that I've been gone is because, like I said, my life has been turned upside down. So we're going to skip back to my last video. So in my last video, I think it was I'm not sure. But whatever last video that I made, during that time is when the Lord was, me and the Lord were fundraising money for me to go on my first mission trip. And I'll put some clips and you guys can see what we've done, but I really do plan on making a whole entire video about it. It's just, I have like 20 hours of footage from it, so it's a lot, but I really do really want to show you guys like what it was going on my first mission trip and like how I experienced it, and I vlogged the whole thing through my phone, so the quality isn't going to be that great, but it's gonna be, you know, good enough to watch and good enough to see, and like maybe give you guys encouragement or show you guys that, hey, this is possible, that you can travel across the world without your family and be okay, because God is our protector, and where He guides, He provides, and so He did. And so the week before I left, God put college on my heart, and I was like, really, God, college? Come on, we've talked about this. I don't know if we are like on the same phone call, but like college isn't for me, right? Because I thought that college wasn't for me, and I knew best, right? So the Lord starts putting college on my heart during the time of me praying and seeking Him about this mission trip. And as I'm praying for this mission trip, God keeps putting college down in my heart. So during those few weeks, I met a girl. I'm not really going to disclose her name, but I met a beautiful, lovely girl who was just talking to me about her college experience. But she didn't go to public college. She went to Christian college, and that was something that I always wanted to do, but I didn't feel that I had the means or the money to do it. And so I never really pursued it because my family isn't that wealthy. We're not that well off. Kind of living paycheck to paycheck, but hey, like, who's not, right? This is America, so, you know. But I really felt that I wanted to go, but I didn't think it was possible. So she told me the college that she went to, and I was like, interesting. So in my prayer time that night, I was praying, and in my devotional time, the Lord was like, I want you to apply. And I was like, what? Is that you? Are you talking to me? Really? You want me to apply? Me, Jesus, so you want me to apply? And He's like, I want you to apply. And I'm like, okay. So I heard His voice, I felt the peace, and where there's peace, God is leading you. And so I went over to the computer and I was like, hey mom, hey dad, like, I gotta apply to this school. And they're like, wait, what? We don't know anything about this school, what are you doing? And I was like, Mom, let me just research it, let me just look into it. And I'm not even kidding you guys, I was supposed to go to a different college, but where the Lord leads, there's peace, and you know that the Lord is there because there's peace, right? And when I was applying for my other school, my public school, my 2-year school, there was just no peace. Nothing was working out. Everything was just falling. But when I was applying for this, my now school, it was serenity, it was peace. I could rest, and I knew. And so I did my resume, I applied. The day before I left for my mission trip. So I was packing, I was working on my resume, and then I sent it, and then I left all the way across the country to Costa Rica. And I didn't think anything about college, nothing. And the mission trip was incredible. I will never forget anything that happened. My life was changed forever. I saw a lot of things. I mean, I don't really think the place that we went was really poor, but it was not as well off as California, so like their technology wasn't as advanced, and something that they're really big on is community, and I felt like where I live in California, like that isn't something that California is really big on. We're kind of like a me generation, And so being in a different country where people are so helpful and like so genuous, I don't think that's a word. Generous. Generous. It was just so beautiful to see, and like the team that I had, like it was really cool because we had to build a church, and so the original plan was to go and do VBS, but the Lord changed it, and we ended up building a church. And within 4 days of us building the church, it was done. And it really just showed me that when the family of God works together as one, we can get things done. We can accomplish things through Jesus and glorify Him. So it was definitely something that I'll never forget. So I'm just going through my mission trip. I'm going throughout the weeks, and so I am like, I forget about college, but I'm just kind of like, God, like, what's my purpose here? Why am I in Costa Rica? Like, I was supposed to do VBS. Like, I was excited to go, like, love on some kids and show them Jesus and all of that stuff. And so in that time, there was this beautiful field of just, like, wildflowers. And when I would come home from, well, not home, when I would go back to my dorm from Costa Rica, me and my other friend would go, and we'd just sit there and pray. And so in my prayer time, I remember specifically praying, why did you send me here? What am I called to do? Am I called to be a missionary? Am I called to be in ministry? Am I called to be a youth pastor? Am I called to do a children's organization? What the heck, God? What, like, you sent me all the way across the world. I'm away from everything. Like, come on. So, long story short, about me praying for this, I had felt called to go up to the worship. And I had prayed with a girl who I'm not going to disclose her name as well, but she was beautiful and she was wonderful. And so she just confirmed what I was praying about through her prayer without even knowing what I was praying for, which is so cool because that's the Jesus that we serve. And so little did I know is that the second to last day they were going to have a call. And it was exactly for what I was praying for. It was exactly for ministry. And so I felt like I was in a movie, and they're like, if you feel called to ministry, or if that's what you've been praying about for this past week, and that's why you believe the Lord sent you here, then you need to walk up here. And so I was like, I looked at my friend, and I was like, I need to go up. But it wasn't clicking that it was real life. I thought it was in a dream or something. And so she like touched me, and she's like, well, go up, go. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, we're gonna go. And so I went up, and Jesus just met me there, and I was like, God, I don't know what ministry looks like. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, Lord, but like, I'm going to be Paul in the Bible, and I'm going to die to myself and follow your will and walk by faith and not by sight for the first time in my whole life. And so I gave him my whole life in Costa Rica. And I go to the airport, and I somehow managed to get Wi-Fi, and the first thing that pops up on my phone is, congratulations, you've been accepted to this college. And I literally was sitting by myself eating, and I almost screamed, and I had to contain myself because I was like, oh my gosh, there's like 20 people in here, I can't scream. And so I immediately ran over to my youth pastor, and I was like, oh my gosh, remember that college I was telling you about? Like, I got accepted. And so these past weeks, I have just been like going on tours, finding out information, finding out what I'm taking, packing my room, like moving my stuff in the garage, like packing for school, and I've had no time to sit down and film or anything. I recently just got my license, so praise God, that's so exciting, and he's just showing me what more independence look like, and I'm super excited for that. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I've been doing and where I've been. During that time of me not being able to film, I really, really missed it, and I really prayed, and the Lord has pressed on my heart for the past. During that time of me not being able to film, the Lord was still really pressing on my heart YouTube, and he was just showing me that I should keep doing it and keep encouraging others through him. And I don't really know what that looks like because I am going to college, but I'm just trusting and that he's going to lead me and that he's going to guide me in everything. So That's all, but for some reason my camera didn't get that on video, so I'm just speaking to you guys now. So I forgot to add one more thing. If you guys have any prayer requests or any praise reports, leave them down below so that we can talk in the comments and just share the love of Jesus with others and brighten up people's day. So I love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!
No, wait.
Nice.